plotting with ass.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. One thing, Clark, these two teams have in common, they both heavily rely on three-point shooting.
And, Kevin, you know what that means for tonight. It's all about perimeter defense. Who can do a better job locking down on the perimeter and taking away the other team's ability to get open threes?
Now here's Billups. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Stevenson. Nowitzki sets a screen for Stevenson. Pass to Nash. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Now Collison. Sanchez, the pass to Gibson. And the rejection by Bradley. Billups against Nash. Pass to Bradley. The rebound by Gibson. Anthony left side. Deflects the pass. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Here's Nash. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now here's Bradley. Defended by Gibson. Just 5 on the clock. Stevenson passes to Nahara. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Anthony. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nowitzki with the screen on Gibson. Here's Nash to the inside. Billups with the ball. Picked up by Nowitzki. Billups with the bucket.
Billups is just one of those guys who has excellent feel for how to handle himself on the court, especially in transition.
Nash against Billups. And the call will be against Nick Collison. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Well, friends, he's checked in for Bradley. Franklin comes in for Eduardo Nahara. And it's Bell in for Stevenson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Nash. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly not the tallest guy in the league, more like one of the smallest in the league. But Nash figures out ways to do damage inside.
Detroit making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Both free throws good from Nash.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now here's Anthony. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Back to Bell. Second chance shot. Pass to Strickland. Dallas again missing. Pistons trailed by 4. Here's Miller. Bell with the block. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Now Billups. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Bell. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Strickland. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Shots good by Strickland.
In operating out of that two-man game, he finds some space and calls his own number.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Billups. Offline with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's the screen. Pass to LaFrance. Nowitzki inside. Covered by Anthony. Nowitzki kicks to Franklin. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nowitzki's shot is no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Pistons. 6-point game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Strickland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Nowitzki. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, I like that confidence and power on display by Nowitzki there. Even when the defense is bumping him and making it tough, he stays right with it.
That one misses for Nowitzki. And things coming into focus in this season now. Great teams pretty much know where they stand at this point.
And that's why it's such an important time of the year, Kevin. As a franchise, you know where your problem areas are, and it's time to address them or start planning for the future.
Now Armstrong. After the missed 3 by Carmelo. Inside. Nowitzki's shot's good. Nowitzki's got 6 points.
On the pick and roll, Nowitzki uses his size so well, disrupting the D and getting himself into shooting position.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. A different look for Dallas. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Howard in for Franklin. The 3 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Dallas. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, I mean, these kind of streaks did not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
Both free throws good from Franklin. And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 11. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here is Armstrong. following the basket by Chauncey Billups. Armstrong off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here is Armstrong. To the paint. Pass to Howard. Rebound, Detroit. And here is Anthony. Down low. Gibson passes to Sanchez. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Buries it from three-point range.
It's striking to see how quick Anthony's release is. Ball's only in his hands for a split second.
It's stolen by Anthony. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. To the paint. And the basket by Sanchez.
Hey, anytime you get a good shot off inside, that's an excellent possession.
Mavericks leading by 6. Now Armstrong. Pass to Wang. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony finds Miller. Back to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Griffin looking it over. Pass to Wang. Armstrong with it. Howard with a screen on Miller. Here's Armstrong. Now Howard. Good work defensively by Anthony.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Rebounded by Howard.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Armstrong. Drops in the layup for 2. Armstrong's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Miller outside. Gibson setting the pick for Miller. To the middle. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Miller. Miller's got 3 assists in the game. Dallas leading by 6. They set the pick. Armstrong passes to Wang. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Miller, the pass to Billups. Now here's Anthony.
So versatile on the floor. Anthony showing his strength in the paint.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And in terms of raw shooting ability, Carmelo Anthony is clearly gifted. Now it's just a question of how coachable he is and how he grows as a player.
Now here's Nash. Fires from 18. And Dallas again with the bucket. There's 1:38 left in the first. For Detroit, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him.
Well, Andre Miller is the definition of a crafty point guard. He's not the biggest, strongest, or fastest, but he can beat you with his mind.
And the Pistons making a change here. Winston's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Nowitzki's checked in for Franklin. Now here's Nash. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Nowitzki, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Nash against Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Winston. And here's Davis for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stevenson outside. And here's Nash. Nowitzki with it. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nowitzki's got 9.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Miller with the ball. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And he drives in.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Poke loose. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the Pistons with possession here, following the miss by Steve Nash. Shots good by Neal.
This is who Miller is. It's his idea. I mean, selfless, pass-first type of point guard.
Nash outside. There's the pick. Pass to LaFrance. There's the 3. They get it again. Out to Nash. Dallas moving it around. Here's LaFrance. Still without a basket. Nash drives in. Another shot. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Locks it again.
Terrific job by him to get ideal positioning on defense there. What a block.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Now, here's Miller.
Miller does a nice job taking on the contact that time.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
First team foul.
The first one falls. Bradley's checked in for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for Franklin. Both free throws good for Miller. Mavericks leading by 4. Nash outside. Over to the wing. Nahara kicks it over to Nash. Nobody near Stevenson. A second chance effort. And stolen by Miller. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nowitzki a screen. Miller against Nash. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Sinks the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Here's Atkins. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Collison with a screen on Stevenson. With the drive. And the rejection by Bradley. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. From deep, Stevenson, another 3 for Dallas.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Mavericks making a change here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now here is Miller. 9-point game his last outing. Collison with the screen for Miller. Driving in, and it's sent back by Howard. Stevenson left side. Pass to Strickland. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here is Miller. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. That one goes. Count it.
This is where Miller is most comfortable, shooting it inside the arc.
Dallas leading by 10. There's the pick. Here's Howard. Pass to Strickland. Here is Nahara. And here is Howard. He has yet to score. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Andre Miller. Going inside. Davis dishes to Miller. Unable to get that one. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here is Nahara. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So for the Pistons, Gibson's checked in, and Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Curry. Free throw good from Nahara. Pistons trailed by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Miller surveying the floor. In the corner, Billups with it. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Billups has got 7.
And Billups is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
Strickland passes to Lang. Here's Strickland. Howard with the screen on Miller. Strickland into the lane. Tries again. Howard, good. Howard's got his first basket.
2 points the hard way there. Battling, willing that bucket in.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Rockets.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Stevenson passes to Nahara. Rebound, Detroit. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Miller outside. Gibson setting the pick for Miller. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Both teams will make substitutions. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Strickland. Nowitzki with the screen on Billups. Strickland passes to Nowitzki. Rebound by the Pistons. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 10 points.
Anthony just barreling through. No stopping him with a head of steam.
Nowitzki outside. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Curry's checked in for Hubert Davis.
Substitution on the floor.
Nowitzki for 3. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Anthony against Nash. Anthony, the pass to Sanchez. Now here's Billups. Pass to Curry. Pistons passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Zero hesitation there. He decided to shoot before he even got it.
Now Bell. Still scoreless. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Even against defense that tight, he still gets it to go. Boy, how about that determination?
Nick Collison's checked in for Curry. Free throw good. Billups.
And what you love about Billups is that this guy's a winner. A guy his teammates and coaches trust to make the right decision.
Here's Nash. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Gibson. Anthony with it. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Nash with it. Picked up by Collison. Nowitzki against Billups. Pass to LaFrance. Just 3 to shoot. And another basket for Dallas.
Yes, he did. The floor awareness of Nowitzki, admirable. Does a stellar job working the ball over to the open man.
Here's Sanchez. Defended by Nash. Here's Sanchez. Anthony on the wing. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
Nowitzki with the screen on Collison. Nash. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Bradley's checked in for LaFrance. And Franklin subbed in for Nowitzki. Now here's Collison. Nothing on the board. Here's Anthony. Gibson. It's good on the putback.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Dallas leading by 11. They set the pick. And stolen by Billups. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
And that's the thing about Anthony. He can already score any way you like.
Nash kicks to Bell. And the 3 off target. Detroit's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Billups against Nash. Collison with the screen for Billups. Lock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Wang comes in for Bradley. And Armstrong subbed in for Nash. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The Mavericks making a change here. Howard's checked in. Dallas leading by 7. Armstrong with it. Inside. Here's Bell. All sorts of time. Franklin can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Anthony. Here's Collison. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here's Franklin. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Well, that's strong work inside to force that call.
The Mavericks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive number.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Knocked away. It's stolen by Bell. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Outside Collison. Back to Anthony. And slam dunk by Anthony.
Wow, there's no shortage of style to Anthony's game. Give him the chance, and he'll put on the show.
Mavericks leading by 5. And here's Armstrong. Rebounded by Anthony. Detroit with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. They've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Collison. Armstrong against Phillips. There's the triple. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. There's a screen. Here's Armstrong driving the lane. Here's Wang. Just 3 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Mavericks on top, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Now, here's Nash. There's the drive. Nowitzki. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You take a look at the Pistons. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference.
And I think for the Pistons, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Hey, he's not a high flyer by any means, but Nowitzki still can throw it down on you.
Phillips goes in. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Oh, get that out of here.
Dallas on defense. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Gibson setting a pick for Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Such a savvy score for a rookie. Anthony putting the defender in a no-win situation there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Anthony. And the Mavericks with some changes. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. Howard comes in for Eduardo Nahara. And Stevenson subbed in for Raja Bell.
And many are high on Anthony's potential, mainly due to his scoring ability.
And it's Nash missing. Pistons trailed by 6. Pass to Anthony. Up and in on the layup. Anthony's got 17 now.
And even though he's just a rookie, Anthony is already a decorated scorer, a guy you can trust on offense.
Pulls up on the elbow. Bradley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, they just fell way too hard for the fake. Nice job, though, selling.
And he can't hit the second. The Pistons shooting 43% for the game. Anthony on the wing. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, and it seems to come naturally to Anthony. He just finds ways to score with consistency.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Nash. Fires the 3. And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Nash. 9 points in the game so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Phillips. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nash outside. Down low. Here's Franklin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You have to be committed on plays like that.
The Mavericks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Franklin taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Miller's checked in for Detroit. Then for the Mavericks, LaFrancis checked in for Brantley. Nahara comes in for Howard. And Armstrong subbed in for Steve Nash. Now here is Miller. He's got 5. Dives to the hoop. Pass to Gibson. Phillips up top. No one near him. Gibson passes to Anthony. Stevenson outside. They set the screen to the wing right side. Franklin for 3. Traps in the tray. Franklin's got 6.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Pass to Stevenson. Here's Franklin, defended by Gibson. Dallas moving it around. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Now Armstrong launches it from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here is Miller. He has 5. Gibson with the screen on Armstrong. 5 to shoot. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Here's Billups, and it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Howard's checked in for Dallas.
For the Mavericks, number 33, Tomas Howard.
Dallas leading by 9. Here's Armstrong. Inside, and stolen by Miller. Bobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And like a perfect 1-2 punch, Anthony uses his athleticism to get up there and finish it off.
Miller against Armstrong. To the paint. Nahara kicks to Armstrong. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nahara. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Nahara's got 7 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Miller inside. He's covered by Armstrong. Miller, no luck. The Mavericks leading. Now Stevenson. He's got 9. Sinks that one from the post. Stevenson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Sanchez. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Miller, the pass to Gibson. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Here's Sanchez. Pass to Anthony. Pulls up on the wing. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's got 11. Count it. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
How do you want it? Nowitzki can give it to you inside, outside, in between, off the dribble. I think that covers it all, doesn't it?
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Anthony dishes to Gibson. Pass to Miller. Billups with the ball. Gibson with the screen on Griffin. And the wide open shot from Billups. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Strickland down low. Here's Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Miller outside, and here's Anthony from the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Howard, the pass to Franklin. That's good, and so Howard with the assist. Franklin's got his first points of the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Sanchez. Billups passes to Anthony, and here is Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
A terrific pass from Melo. Solid job of just finding his teammates when they're open.
Here's Nowitzki. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Billups. He's got 10. Anthony right side. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, how about that finish by Anthony? The rookie able to overcome the contact on that one.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pistons trail by 16. Miller with the ball. He's got 5. Outside, Davis. Pass to Atkins. It's good from long range. Atkins has got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Nowitzki outside. Over Miller. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Pass to Gibson. Here's Atkins, defended by Griffin. Here's Anthony. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Strickland. Nowitzki with the screen on Miller. Strickland. Just 5 on the clock. Franklin kicks to Nowitzki. Offensive rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, you got to respect the hustle on the glass right there.
Pistons trail by 17. And here's Miller. Gibson the screen. 16 feet away. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 7.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. The Pistons making a change here. Winston's checked in. Dallas leading by 15. Nash the pass to Bell. He gets it in there.
And this is where Nash is most dangerous. Superb at running that pick and roll.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Nash kicks to Bell. There's a good screen. Nash the pass to Bell. Now here's Nash. 13 points in the game. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Getting aggressive against the foul. Nash sinks that tough make for the end one.
Curry's checked in for Anthony. Free throw good, Nash. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 19-point game. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. To the inside, Winston. And Franklin pulls it down.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now here's Nash. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Hey, we all know Nash can pass, But he can score the ball too, folks, reminding us all of that now.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Atkins, defended by Bell. Atkins misses. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 11-3 run. And the Mavericks call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
The Pistons making a change here. Neal's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, LaFrancis checked in for Wang. And Nowitzki's subbed in for Franklin. Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nowitzki's got 23 points.
Hey, that's on the defense right there. Can't let Dirk get the positioning he wants inside.
To the middle, here's Miller. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now Nash, 18 points for him. There's the screen. Nowitzki outside. Launches a three. That shot missing. Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Dallas Mavericks. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We come back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pistons trail by 21. Miller with the ball. Davis in the corner. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And there's the drive. Nowitzki kicks to Franklin. And the Mavericks making a change here.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Deshaun Stevens.
Pistons shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Atkins. Six to shoot. LaFrance pulls it in. LaFrance has got his fourth rebound in this one. Nash against Miller. Nash right side. Nowitzki outside. Nowitzki with the screen on Miller. Back to Nowitzki. They double-team Nowitzki. Pass to LaFrance. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Pistons basketball.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here is Miller. They set the pick. And he drops it in from the low post.
Now, Miller's a very physical guard. He does not mind at all having to work through some contact.
And Nash, here we go. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Pass to Nash. Nowitzki sets a screen for Nash. Clock at 6. Nowitzki kicks to Franklin. Jacks up a three. Nowitzki's shot's good. Nowitzki's got 26.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's Davis missing. Mavericks leading by 22. Nash outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Count that one. 28 points for him.
You know, this is what Nash loves doing. And an amazing passer. He has eyes in the back of his head, I think.
And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Neal's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Miller against Nash. LaFrentz. 3 from Stevenson. Rebound by the Pistons. Pass to Atkins. Miller outside. Davis with it. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Nash against Davis. Nowitzki draws the double. Nash with no one around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nash has got 21.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
Nash against Miller. To the inside. Here's Neal. And the shot is long.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Back to Nash. Nowitzki with the screen on Miller. Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 5. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Nowitzki's got 7 now in this quarter.
Hey, when you're going up against a big man with the skill and savvy of Nowitzki, that's a hard assignment.
Here's Atkins, defended by Nash. Atkins passes to Neal. Franklin for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
There's Nash with the 3. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Atkins passes to Davis. And Neal kicks to Curry. In the corner, Neal with it. Pass to Miller. From deep three-point land. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Dallas. They've got a 13-2 run going. Nash, the pass to Nowitzki. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Now here's Billups. Pass to Sanchez. Now here's Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. And the wide open shot from Collison. And it falls over the rim and in.
That trip was going nowhere. Credit there for basically creating his own and just getting it off in time.
Dallas calls timeout.
Here come the T-shirts, everybody. Who wants one?
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Nash against Billups. Bell with a screen on Billups. Nash dishes to Bell. Rejected by Collison. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Here's Nash. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Chauncey Billups. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And so Bell nails both of them. Detroit has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On up the court.
What a terrific feed by Nash.
The Pistons shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Phillips passes to Gibson. Here's Anthony. Over Nahara. Anthony's shot is off. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Nash with it. Picked up by Collison. Franklin can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Oh, he looked ready for the contact and just powered it through.
Shooting one.
That's good from Anthony. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Here's Nash. Detroit with the rebound. Anthony's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over Bell. Anthony kicks to Billups. 17-foot shot on the way. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Billups. Billups has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Billups against Nash. Here's Franklin. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Sanchez. Pass to Billups. Puts up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Wang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Franklin. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Anthony knows that as a rookie, he needs to put effort in on defense. Great job to get a hand on that shot.
That free throw missing.
Billups. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
Knocking down your freebies can help you get in a rhythm and stay there.
Dallas has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. They set the screen. Strickland passes to Franklin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nick Collison. 5th personal foul.
No good on that one.
15 seconds. Shooting for Dallas.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Anthony. Crafty move. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Being that Anthony is 6'7", dunking is well within his arsenal. Nice finish there.
That free throw good from Anthony.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
They set the pick. Inside, Gibson with the steal. And now the Pistons, fast break. Here's Collison. The shot from the low post is good.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And it's Detroit's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Anthony. Pass to Collison. Anthony down low. Ahara is there. Kept alive. And here is Billups. Second shot opportunity. And Franklin pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. To the paint, taken away by Anthony. Billups kicks to Anthony. Pass to Sanchez. Gibson setting a pick for Anthony. Takes it inside. Shot clock at 6. Bucket is good. Anthony's got 35.
Oh, confident cut there by Anthony. The rookie knew that was this moment to strike.
Here's Strickland. They set the pick. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside Billups. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And such a savvy player, Billups knows it's worth sacrificing his body to draw the foul on that one.
Free throw drops for Chauncey Billups. So for the Pistons, Winston's checked in and Curry subbed in for Nick Collison. That one is no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that misback. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Bell passes to Strickland. 1:27 left in the game.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dirk Nowitzki.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
It's deflected. Strickland passes to Stevenson. Howard with a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Billups dishes to Anthony. Pass to Gibson. And no good that time. It's been all Mavericks. Here's Strickland. Bradley is screen on Billups. Here's Strickland. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.